Welcome to the home of the DIY movement, where we build stuff and paint things.
All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of talking about these classic car prices, man. So yesterday after Trucking Tuesday, me and my buddy were sitting outside enjoying the heat, and he was fishing around online, and he stumbled on this website called earthmotors.com. It's up here, and he wanted to show me a car in particular. So here we are on the website. Looks like they're located in Texas, and they are America's destination for premier, exotic, iconic, classic, and bespoke luxury automobiles. We have a chat bot here from Emma. Welcome back. I'm online if you have any questions. Man, this car right here, we're just going to type in Regal. And boom, 87 Grand National, allegedly 29 original miles, $400,000 car. Let's get into this one. Oh, before we do that, there's one right next to it. This one's a resto-mod. It's only $188,000. Let's get into the almost $500,000 car. So man, being 29 original miles, okay? Though I'm not an expert in the field of these Grand Nationals, I know they're desirable cars. And this one at 29 mile, okay, Emma, we don't want to talk. At this one at 29 miles, original miles, man, that could be the least driven one in existence. What does that mean exactly? It means it's a unique vehicle. Does that make it better than any other one? That's up for debate. 29 miles, man, for an 87. So this car came out when I was 7 years old. And I really don't remember a whole lot of Grand Nationals being around on the street, but I do remember a whole lot of Regals, Cutlasses, and Monte Carlos, G-bodies back then. Very abundant all over the place. I'm sure without a doubt this is a nice car. 29 miles. I mean, it's brand new. It's a time capsule. I don't know about the $400,000 price tag. I don't know. Let you guys be the judge on that. But we can get into it and look at the pictures, I suppose. I mean, without a doubt, this thing it should be flawless. I don't know. This is something special. It's something one of a kind for sure. But I don't know what somebody would do with this car other than park it in an indoor climate controlled museum. It looks like a brand new car. Depending on how this thing was stored, the rubbers and stuff could be prone to issues once this thing gets driven and gets up to temperature. I know that for a fact. Valve covers can start to leak. Things break down as far as the elements, get to this rubber stuff. I'm sure the tires are no good anymore. I wouldn't drive on the tires for sure. This is basically a time capsule. And they really don't have a lot of pictures on it. I was expecting more pictures, but we got a description. Oh, okay, dealer notes. GNX number 450 of 547 units produced. Okay, really low production. Sexually rare. 29 miles on odometer, has been kept in a long-term storage by its previous and current owners. Okay, so it's consignment. Final year of production. All right. 6-banger turbo. All right. Really not a description. I guess there's not really much to say about it other than it's got 29 miles. But this raises the question of what exactly is this worth? I mean, we can compare this one that's bone stock to this one, LS3 resto-mod, at half the price at $188,000. This one, 6.2 LS3, all kind of pro touring stuff. Q81 suspension, Willwood big brakes, yada yada yada. Okay, kind of a vague description also. How many pictures we got on this? We got more pictures. Okay, so this one pretty much looks exactly the same. You know, still a very expensive vehicle. I don't know if this one is worth the 188. Let you guys be the judge of that in the comment section. Honestly, I'd probably rather have this one. Man, this one looks just as clean. All right. Okay. Yeah, buddy. I mean, at 188 grand, you would think the thing was frame off. It's not a frame off. It's just kind of a cleanup job. I'm not knocking their work. The end result does look nice, but we're talking about the cost and the price. I don't know what a crate LS3 costs, probably about 15 grand, 12 grand plus drive, plus front drive. Willwood brake upgrade, that's nice. $188,000. I mean, do these cars sell? I have no idea, man. I know it's out of my budget, man. So $2 grand national side by side. I don't know if the 29 original mile bone stock one is any nicer or any better than the LS3 swap. Tough choice, man. You know, it also brings up the topic is this is basically an NOS car at 29 original miles. And if you guys have ever bought anything NOS, especially in the Impala game, you know that NOS is not show quality. No, Emma, we don't want to talk. NOS is basically, you know, mass-produced production quality. Man, it's definitely a one-of-a-kind car. I don't know about this. 400 grand. Someone might buy it. Someone bought the white 64 we talked about here last time. I can attach a link to that video. Someone bought that. Someone sent me a link to the video of that one getting sold, supposedly for the asking price. But you know, with 10 photos, man, it seems like they're not in a rush to sell it. But then again, what's there to take photos of if the thing has 29 original miles? But like I say, my concern would be the tires are no good. The vacuum lines and anything rubber is probably no good unless this thing was stored in air condition. Tough call, man. Just want to do a quick one here. This place has a lot of nice stuff. Consignment. We'll go through their site real quick here. Earth Motor Cars. Never heard of them until yesterday. I mean, yeah. You know, high-end stuff for sure. High-end supercars, high-end stuff for sure. But does the Buick Regal fall under the high-end stuff category? What do you guys think, man? Leave a comment below. Y'all stay tuned for the next one, man. Thanks for watching.